Hello again and welcome back. Here we are to solve challenge number 4 on the date challenges. We're almost done with lesson 4, and this is the last challenge of that lesson. And the goal here for this challenge is to write a birthday planner that takes in a date. So the date is your birthday, and then it takes in a year. So the year would be like 2023 or 1999 or something like that, right? And what it wants to do is return the day of the week, okay? The day of the week that your birthday falls on, okay? So like it might say, your birthday here, and then you'd say 1999, and it would say your birthday would be on Wednesday, right? Okay? So let's try that. So we can do that again using some of the ideas that we had from above here in the example code. And if you remember, we did the date differences and using the date or date offsets, right? And when we did the date offset, we did set date. So if we're given a date and we do a set date on it, we can set the year, right? So I did set date here, but you can also do a set full year, right? And so we can use that down here at the bottom to solve this one. So let's give it a try. So let's make const a new date, and we'll copy this original date. We don't want to mutate that one, right? Because it's an object, and the variable that's getting passed in here is not a copy, it's a reference. And so if we were to mutate this date, if some other code outside here was using it, we would have changed the date that that code was seeing, right? So we'll, just to be safe here, we'll make a copy, and we'll copy it by making a new date and passing in the date here in as a parameter, right? And next what we're going to do is we're going to set the year on this date. So let's say new date dot set full year, okay? And the year that we want to set is the year that was passed in. So we'll have to rely that people make sure they pass in the full year, all 4 digits, and it's a number, not a string, right? Okay, and so that should create a new date or update this date object to change the year to this year that we've passed in. And now we need to find the day of the week, right? So if I say const day equals new date dot get day, right, that returns a numeric day where 0 is Sunday and 6 is Saturday. So we should now convert that into the day of the week, right? So let's return, and let's actually, I have that constant up above here that lists all the days of the week, right? Let's borrow that somewhere up here. Oh, there it is, right? So let's just borrow this. We could use this from outside the code, but then our code becomes dependent on this variable, right? So I think what's best for us is to include this as part of our function. So I'll put it here. And what I want to do last is I want to return days bracket day. And again, we could clean this code up and write, because I think I'd write this, I'd maybe move this to the top and rearrange a few things here, but I think that this is good. So let's see, when's your party on in 2022? So I'm gonna say const problem4 equals this, and then we'll say console.log problem4, okay? And let's see, I'm going to clear the console and run our code. Oh, it looks like my birthday is on Monday. Let's try, what is my birthday in 2023? Tuesday. I think that's right. I think your birthday, it shifts a day or every year. I'm not exactly sure about that. Let's see, 2024. Let's run it again. Oh, Thursday. It's not every year. Let's see, what is it in, what was it on 2021? Sunday. What about 2020? I think that's working. I'm going to say that's working. Okay. See, it looks like it's working, Hard to say though, but I think that's pretty good. So anyway, there you go. So we're gonna copy the date, set the year on the date, and then get the day of the week, and then use the day of the week because the day of the week is an index. We're gonna find the day from our array of dates and return it, or array of days and return it, okay? Let's take a look at the stretch goal. So return an array listing all the days when your birthday occurred since you were born. This stretch goal is really like a whole nother function, you know, so let's solve it. So let's do get birthdays, okay? I believe it should be more like get birthday days, right? Get birthday days, I don't know. Anyway, so let's get your birthday. So let's call it B-Day, right? And what we want to do is return an array, right? So we'll have to make a const, which will be array. Let's just call it, actually, I guess we're already using days. So let's call it, yeah, let's just call it array. There we go, right? And I'll need this array of days right here. So let's copy that and put it here. And then let's figure out, so we got to get all the days since the year when you were born. So that means that, you know, this is a year that happened in the past, and we need to find out what this year is. So let's do const, let's do this year equals new date dot get full year. So, you know, maybe we don't need this whole date object. We just need the full year, right? And then we'll say for, and oh, you know what we need to get is we need to get your birth year. So let's do const birth year equals your birthday dot get full year. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to count from the birth year to this year. So let's say let's do let I equal birth year, and then we'll count while I is less than this year. And then we'll add 1 to I, okay? So now we're gonna count each of the years, and then we'll wanna get the day for that year, right? So let's see, what can we do here? I don't wanna really mutate my, my date. Let's get a, let's copy your birthday. We shouldn't mutate that one, so let's copy it. So let's say const date equals, this is kind of like our working date, right? So let's say date equals new date, and we'll do birthday, right? We could use this one, but if something outside here was using it, you know, that might cause a problem. So it's best to create a copy of that. So let's do that. So we got a date here, and let's say date dot set full year, and we want to set it to I, right? Because I is going to count from your birth year up to this year. Maybe we should do less than equal to, yeah, there we go. Let's include that last year too, right? So we'll do this, yeah, there we go, right? So let's include that, right? So that's like, hard to see here, but it's actually these two characters, right? Because I'm using that font, right? So it's gonna be less than or equal to this year, okay? So we'll include this year. So we'll take the date that we have here, we'll set it here, and then we'll get the date and push it into our array, and then return our array at the end. So let's say array dot push, And what I want to do is days, get the day of the week, and then get the day from my year. So let's do date dot get day. So we did set full year. I think that looks good. And then, oh yeah, I guess at the end we'll have to return our array of days. Okay, so let's give it a try. So let's say, let's do console log, and we'll do, let me make this a little bigger here, right? There we go. So we'll do get birthdays. And you would put your birthday here. Now, don't be confused. This variable here has the same spelling as this one, but this one comes from outside because we're passing it into the function. So this is the one that we defined up above, like earlier. So if I go all the way to the top of my code here, you can see that I defined my birthday right here. So this variable 92665 is what's going to be passed in right here. And then this variable is a local variable that's used in this function, and it gets the value from where we called the function. Okay, so let's give that a try and see if I did that right. Oh yeah, there we go. So there's my list of 55 birthdays. So it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. I guess it's every leap year it skips a day, right? You know, I'm gonna say that works. Who knows? You know, hard to say. I guess I'd have to get the calendar out, you know, the almanac or something, right, and go back. But I think that that's pretty good. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that that was fascinating and interesting study of the date object, and maybe this gives you a pretty good handle on how to manipulate dates and work with dates in JavaScript. Okay, thanks for watching.